Hi guys, Yulia Brown here with Latoya Jr. And most people like to talk about weed, but these two girls going to talk about wheat. And the first question that we'd like to describe is the shortage of chromosomes in the wheat development. So what do you think?
So I have
So one of the most recent, how would you say it?
video.
There's a video. But one of the hypotheses is that because the wheat has been brought from all over the world, the cross-contamination of the pollen and corn has caused it to mutate in on the DNA level.
On the chromosome levels, yeah.
Yep. All right. So that's one of the reasons, and there are a lot of different things that come with it because it changes its DNA level, the chromosomes change its number, so our body starts recognizing that product slightly different. So therefore, it's potentially causing issues with gluten, with chronic infection, and other underlying issues. So, what is our next question?
Compare the glycemic index of wheat and sugar based upon the information presented in the video. So I got wheat has a higher sugar level. 2 slices of wheat versus 16 tablespoons of sugar. The wheat was still more sugar than the pure wheat. Pure sugar.
And you guys heard it. Pure sugar has a lower glycemic index than mutated
2 slices of wheat.
2 slices of wheat bread. It's like, oh my God. So sugar has about 65 GI and 2 slices of wheat about 72. That is insane. What is our next question?
What is this? Correlate. Dr. Davis' discussion on opioid peptides and wheat and the effects of the human psychological. So I got gliadin protein. If taken away from patients, the patients become better. But if you give it back to them, then the patients can continue to hallucinate. You give somebody the wheat, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, I'm stuck.
So basically, what we are saying, and I heard this hypothesis quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure it's past the hypothesis because there has been a lot of research done on this subject. A lot of people are so dependent on carbs and wheat and other things that they have withdrawals similar to the ones that people will have from heavy opioids like heroin and some other stuff. So thinking about all of the hidden GI issues, a person with diabetes trying to be healthy and grabbing 2 slices of wheat, they're in a lot of trouble. And on top of that, we are having withdrawals from similar effects that opioids will do on our body. Now people are really struggling. So we really need to be health conscious and food conscious, and what we put in our body, all the processed foods need to be eliminated if we can out of our diets and out of the diets of our patients. And we need to be very particular and review with the patients what they're eating if they're not getting better from the medication that we are prescribing or the doctor's prescribing to them. So this is, I think, watching their nutrition, and agree with me or disagree. But I think we can agree that taking care of a patient is a very wide spectrum, and nutrition is definitely an ample sphere and ample area of expertise that we need to have and dig in furthermore to make sure that our patients get a full care. All right, and our next question is, what do plants innately possess to protect themselves?
It's lectins, and it's a protein that are toxic to mold. There's a 4-part complex molecules. Rice neurotoxics. Then it says a wheat germ gluten changes. Okay, I didn't finish writing this down.
This is why I type my stuff all the time, because I cannot read my own handwriting ever.
Oh, what I was typing. But yeah,
we're doctors in training. But I mean, we kind of answered that question a little bit, and we are busy buddies, so everybody's trying to call us. But one of the last questions we kind of answered and touched on it in the previous answer based upon your learning in this video. How will you utilize this information moving forward personally and professionally? So
With me, I already know most of the stuff because I do it anyway. So I eat less wheat. I eat more grains, and I eat less wheat. I eat more grains, and then mainly like just taking care of myself better.
absolutely. Taking care of yourself better. When you take care of yourself better, you have that intellectual growing when it comes to foods and labels and everything else. So we become more aware of the things that are good for you and not so good for you. Which brings me to the next thing. I don't believe everything I see that's promoted on the mainstream media and commercials. Oh, eat this. This is good for you. Or Heart Association Cheerios. American Heart Association actually promotes or stands behind Cheerios as a good source of fiber, but never.
More wheat.
Well, more wheat, but when you look at the sugar content, it's whoa. I'm like, poor diabetic person tried to get some fiber and goes into a shock. That's not good. So, yeah, I'm one of those people that's going to be very particular about food directives and what's best for the patient to make sure that they are overcoming their issues.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Yulia Brown. Latoya Jr. Thank you.
You a lot of fun.